someone's cussing us on YouTube. You two are really clueless, aren't you? Question mark. Suck your mum, man.
Is it live?
No, this is one of the YouTube comments.
Mad, but yeah, no. Do you know what?
Come on, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Times 10, innit?
Yeah.
Keep watching.
I'm putting another 10 on that as well.
Yeah. Fling another 10 on that.
Let's get into this real hip hop shit. Like, I feel like we're not even just there's no Timberlands in here. There's no.
You got Air Forces,
but they're flying it. They're not like.
Yeah, there's elements of hip hop in this thing, innit?
Okay, cool.
You know.
Yeah.
We got the cups.
Yeah, we got a styrofoam.
You know.
Yeah, we're not drinking.
It's not necessarily like a New York thing, but
you
know, do-rag is in it.
Yeah, I was annoyed last week obviously because it happened
the night that we left.
In it. So, and I won't lie to you, I didn't stay up.
I stayed up.
I slept
and I woke up just in time.
Oh, so you actually watched the verses live,
bro.
Nah, that's the real one. Voted.
I was excited, yeah.
Did you put on baggy jeans in that? Did you dress up for the occasion?
You know what I mean? First of all, you were outside closing your bed. Yeah.
Facts.
Second of all, it just spoke to me because these were the guys that I was listening to religiously. This is the kind of rap that I was listening to religiously at the time where they were like super hot. Mixtape era.
So you really lived it as a kid to
like,
say you were outside when that was happening.
Yeah. So I remember like having big debates in college about these crews, innit?
Okay.
Whether, you know, people like at that time were referring to them as the LOX or D Block. Still the same members in it minus J Hood. Yeah. But Dipset were Dipset, you know, like huge influence, culture, whatever. Right. So when it came on, I was there, bro. I was so excited that because my daughter was with me. Yeah. I couldn't play it out loud. I had to put it in the AirPods. So, but it enabled me to hear everything. Oh,
proper sound.
Do you know what I mean? Okay. Like, so, yeah, man.
Did we pick anybody like leading up to the verses? I don't remember if I'm wrong. Did we?
No, we didn't speak about it.
Did you guys have anybody going into it saying that? Was there any one side that you thought was gonna win or was gonna be clear?
Well, I had a tweet that went viral that I was unaware of. Okay. And then I got tagged by Versus on Instagram.
Okay. Which was
when I said on August the 3rd I'm gonna be like, and I posted a video of someone pledging allegiance to the Dipset anthem.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah.
Was you more leaning towards the Dipset?
Well, at first, when it was first announced, yeah, like I think my first reaction was Dipset. Yeah. But then I sat back and I was like, rah, like I need to know if I need to know the variables, what's allowed and what's not. And then I thought about outside of the actual respective crews, who was the most versatile? And I thought Jadakiss, because with Jadakiss, yes, mixtapes he would shell. He went solo, done his own albums, but out of everyone, like he's the only one that's like got beats from like both Timbaland and Pharrell like in their hay, and he's written a lot for other people, and he's on commercial songs, classic songs. Like, so I'm like, maybe they could do it. Like, and we've seen Jadakiss before versus Fabulous, and you saw that he controlled it with his own narrative. Because everyone thought that Fabulous will come in.
He's got the bigger songs.
He's got like a lot of the big songs and stuff, like a lot of the radio songs. So we thought that he may get Jadakiss out of here because he can draw for the street stuff as well. But what this verse has taught me is that organization is key.
Big facts.
And you have to be in sync with your DJ. DJ plays the most important part with setting the tone, like, because the DJ knew exactly what they wanted and vice versa. Like, they knew when the DJ was going to drop a specific song. It's like they've done this a million times over.
Yeah, what it shown to me was you need to, like you said, preparation, but it's like having that care. Like you can tell that these three still hang out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like let's say it's Jadakiss's Pops' 70th birthday.
Yeah,
they're all there. They're not missing that.
Yeah.
Whereas a Dipset, it genuinely feels like obviously it's documented that they're falling out a lot, and we before we know D-Block and that the LOX could have fallen out bare times, but it's never been brought to us as a public. We know over the years, and it also shows number one they were kind of on home ground. They were like I think in Manhattan, they were near Harlem, innit?
Yeah.
So naturally you got more of the guys.
Madison Square Garden.
You've got what Bird Gang, Skull Gang, such and such gang. Then you got Dipset themselves. Yeah. You got all the offshoots because
within about 80 niggas on stage.
Within the trio. They've not always got along in it.
Yeah,
G-Waz had his periods away, issues with regards to contracts. Jim and Cameron have had their own issues back and forth. Obviously, they've known each other for so long, they know each other in and out. They can say certain things.
Yeah,
but when you haven't got that cohesion, and then one thing I did like is that as much as like when you watch the verses, it was clear that like Jada was war ready.
They all were,
but like respecting, like like you pass the ball to your best player, but you also all support. Whereas with Dipset, it looked like number one, Cam didn't want to be there. Man's bringing out a Sun Lounger. That's already an L because you're trying to play the too cool for school thing. Like I'm gonna sit back. I'm the boss. With D-Block, as much as we know, Jada's Jada. Styles are still Styles. Chic is still Chic. Whereas with Dipset, for years it's been like my man's the head honcho. And I think it's in the verses it played out to their detriment because they followed his game plan and it didn't work.
The thing is that like what I clocked is that he sat back and he was trying to allow them to shine. I don't
but even that's
like,
flawed.
But even like just bringing it back to the beginning when it was time for them to come out, the LOX went first, right? Together, again in sync with their DJ. When it was time to call Dipset out, no one was coming.
I watched Fat Joe's breakdown. Fat Joe said that Cameron was going to leave. Cameron didn't want to do this.
In the back.
He was going to leave. He saw Cameron walking out. It's because my man Michael Buffer announced him in the way he announced him. He had to come out. Cameron was going to go home.
Yeah. See, that for me, I don't rate. Because you knew what this was.
Nah, but you know what? Let me just defend Cam. I think I have to. Like, I think you.
Man said, you know what?
Let me defend.
You know what? Let me defend him.
No, 100%. Because I can't know. Like, I feel like Cam is the type of CEO. I don't think he really thinks these guys fuck with him. Let's be honest. I don't think Cam think Jimmy got me or G-Waz got me. They're just doing it for the dough. That's how I see it. And Cam, he really plays off Dipset because that's his business. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. For the fact that Jimmy even performed a Bird Gang song, to me, I think that's a disrespect for Cam.
Nah, never.
Let me tell what I feel like was a disrespect because Jimmy came out and said on the Hot 97 that Cam turned around and registered Bird Gang's logo to his name. You already know Killer already have an ill feeling about you with your Bird Gang shit because that was never the idea. The idea was even. Cameron sneak this Jimmy all the time. He said, I'm the one who told you how to get your boo popping, so you don't have to be crew hopping. Cam didn't want them to do what the Scar Gang, Burger and shit. When it was Dipset, Eagle to retire. Like you said, LOX. Yeah. Star Speed, I don't have Styles, Star Stallions. It just was LOX. Star Stallions.
I can't believe I'm hearing I don't ever talk about Star Speed like that ever again.
I'm saying,
man said Star Stallions.
I'm saying that they all rap. I hear what you're saying. LOX. What about Dipset?
But if we fall out with the guy, we have to go on the own thing. And for what you're saying, I don't think having that as an argument and as your supporting statement so I'm going to support Cam is good enough because if that's all well being said, then don't do it. It showed on stage that you don't fuck with each other. You guys don't hang out. You probably ain't performed together in a long time. And you had your plan of how you want this to go, and it didn't go to plan because you're sat there. And they were cooking him, and then Cameron had to jump up and try and start going it. Some of his biggest songs didn't even slap, bro.
Nah, but let's be honest. I feel as if this versus was LOX versus Cam.
Alright.
I think Cameron hits actually carried Dipset.
No. You know, that's a separate conversation.
Killer's aura carried Dipset.
In the lead up to this, the people that were on the gram really promoting the fight was Styles P and Jim Jones. Right now, let me line 1 second. Right now, at this very moment. The best rapper, artist, whatever, best performing person in Dipset is Jim Jones, isn't it?
So Jim Jones didn't do nothing on the verses. I was disappointed. I thought Jimmy was gonna be the most slick talking guy. I thought he'd be snatching people's hats off. I thought he was gonna bring the whole one blood gang. He didn't do nothing.
Do you know what? You can say all that, yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, versus is something where you have to show up and convince people of your catalogue or remind people of your catalogue.
I think Cameron did that very well.
He didn't. Poorly, bro.
Do you know what it is, yeah? There's a lot of people that will look at this, bruv, and say that this was like a landslide of a victory.
That bad.
Because you think about what they started with, yeah?
They started with fuck
LOX,
you.
Fuck you, yeah? Obviously, it's setting the tone.
Let me see if I can pull out the set list.
Yeah, responded with I'm ready, which is a big one as well. But it just wasn't executed. Like none of their performances hit. None of their performances were executed properly.
Bro, Dipset lost not because of rap. Dipset lost because of psychological shit that Jadakiss pulled on them. When Jada said, "You guys can't rap," let me tell you. Let me tell you. When Jadakiss said, "You niggas are rapping over your beats. We in New York, the mecca of hip hop." That's when Dipset lost.
But it's not psychological. It's factual.
There's nothing psychological about.
Dipset's not the only team that's been on verses that did over the Fabulous did the same shit. Why didn't Kiss say anything about it? Kiss versus Fab was lip singing. He was rapping over his beats.
And he got smoked as well.
Yeah, he got smoked as well.
But Jada didn't pinpoint that. But he only pinpoint that because Dipset's a stronger team to
but you can't use that as an argument. You can't tell my man he can't use that if it's all about creating narrative.
He couldn't use that.
No, but he used it and used it effectively. And the problem was also is that you've got people on stage.
Jewels
didn't know the lyrics. Jewels didn't know the lyrics.
You only got them with that, not because of records.
Do you know what the difference is? Yeah. The Fabulous.
Oh, you a Cam fan, bro? I can't believe this.
Yo,
bro,
Man said he's killer. I ain't never called a grown man killer in my life, bro.
But you know what?
It's Putin.
Okay. We're all fans of Cam.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Killer. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I grew up on.
I feel like Cam
on the other dons as well. I grew up on everyone else that were on that stage. But I'm not gonna say that.
Psychological warfare.
But he did.
But once he
said that,
but what I'm saying to you is that the difference between the Fabulous and Jadakiss versus in comparison to the LOX versus Dipset is that the Fab versus Jada was in the studio, so it was just them two. It's not a stage
and
show.
It was friendly fire.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
it was definitely friendly fire.
In the mecca of like performing in New York, Madison Square Garden, it is a rap show. You're performing. That's what you're out here for. The contracts are different now.
But Cam even said it. We know that. What did Cam say when Jadakiss said, "Oh, you guys are rapping over the over your vocals"? The tons of verses where people rap over their vocals. They knew Dipset performed that way.
Which one?
That's what I'm saying. He just knew.
Herein lies a problem. At the start, Jada was saying because I watched this thing like 3 times. Let me go 1 second. Let me go, Vance. He said the fight is fixed. Because he knew they were going to come there sloppy, unprepared. You guys do not fuck with each other like that. Donnie said, I'm outside, I'm in New York, you're in Miami. And here that's the problem about, let me go.
Niggas don't live in Colorado, nigga.
Let me go, I'm cooking. Because even with Cameron in that moment, as I was watching the playback here, I'm like, this is how I know you don't pay attention to detail, innit? Because you could have hit him back with a haymaker and go, your boss says, gangsters, get chubby and move to where? Miami. You're not even on the money. Like you weren't snapping. Like there was slick talk weren't there. You got Freaky Zeke dancing in grey, sweating off the molly. Like it was all bad, bro. The only actual good bits about it for me were Jim Jones when he come out and performed.
You think Jimmy had the best
Bird Gang money, bro?
I think Cameron did.
When he performed his stuff and they performed the song with my man Master P, and I get that shit out of here, man. You got better songs than that,
Jim
bro.
Jones pull out Max B, and a guy that he had his contract all folded. Come on, man.
Those are his biggest songs, though. Those are his biggest songs, though.
How are you gonna bring the guy that you had beef with to come support you?
He didn't bring him. He played the music.
Yeah, but that's bringing.
He's in jail. He didn't bring. He's in jail.
Yeah, but you're bringing his energy to the stage. To me, that's like a low blow.
Nothing will be worse than Jewel saying to them.
We'll
focus on the music, but nothing worse than Jewel saying like, "I'll play." They're trying to predict that they're gonna play a certain song. Play this song. And then Mama just hit him with a
look. LOX won, no doubt.
Listen,
like,
man,
LOX won the shit. I'm not even saying that. Yo,
like, there was just so many points.
Killer held it down.
There were so many points in this.
He didn't, bro.
Killer held it down.
And the worst thing about it,
I think Killer's
Gavi's frustrating Vance because Vance doesn't care because he knows like me, fam. If you watch that verse and you think for me, like you can sit and say that Cam held it down. I think that's delusion. Cam is part of the reason why they lost, bro.
You think?
Major reason. You tell me. They were following his lead, bro. He got booed at home, bro. Fans, did you ever think you see a day where Cameron will get booed in New York?
Bro,
No.
if Jay-Z got booed in New York, shit happens, man. It's hip-hop, man. It's just nothing, bro.
At home, bruv.
Bro.
He didn't get booed. He didn't get booed.
Jadakiss. Chic Luch.
No,
Styles P.
No, Jadakiss is MVP of the shit. I'm not taking
With
credit for these
mixtape
guys.
songs, bro.
Yo, Jadakiss do this shit for fun, bro. You could tell. He's
So this is what I'm saying. My point earlier stands is don't come and do all this. All that stuff you're saying earlier about signing contracts, not messing with each other. He didn't do the plan. At the end of the day, we saw on that verses who really lives this thing and cares. We know who went to where they went to internationally and who might be perceived bigger. The people that really care and are stuck to this craft and came up and showed, and also for fans, it's like a compliment to us. Like, do you not care about us?
No, but
like, because man, them came up there, hella drip. Man are wearing leather trousers. Man are doing loads, and they
that's
can't
Dipset.
perform.
You respect that. You know
Man,
what I was thinking?
okay, then come and if you got
Killer was gonna pull up on a pink horse to promote his pink horsepower.
You're doing a lot.
How did you thought Killer was gonna come with some laughing tapping shit? That's what I was expecting.
Nah, you're doing the most.
And we're gonna
You're
pull
doing
up
the
like
most.
Ric Flair
The
or
thing
some
is
shit.
that Harlem, like,
I swear.
I hate you hearing
I
it.
was expecting the
But
most.
if you do all of that, then my thing is, you do all of that, you got to show out and perform. That's the only thing.
Nah, but yeah,
Because, bro, Jadakiss was wearing shorts and Timberlands, right? He was already, bro.
But because they're the LOX, though. LOX are known for no shiny
So
shit.
then why didn't you respect your opponent? Here lies a problem. Being too cool for school, thinking you had it in the bag, thinking I got certain songs. Gio Santana's over there, bro. They took off his bandana. The bandana is
disrespectful.
iconic. They
was
threw the bandana on the floor.
That was disrespectful.
Come on, bro. It was bad, bro.
That was bad.
Do you know what? Yeah, like there's certain artists that really care about their legacy and their catalog,
Facts.
and the LOX were here to just do that and simply do and kill the competition.
And it did.
That's what their premise was. The entire rollout, and when they got there, do you know what I'm saying? Like it was all about showcasing what the
whole shit is
essence
about.
is.
For real. Nah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I think
when I saw like Dipset play crunk music, yeah, and then Jadakiss was like, rah, like when this dropped, Jimmy didn't even know how to rap, and I was like, he's right.
But that's what me.
He's
That's
right.
what Jada won. Psychological shit talking. He was just fucking with your psyche.
But that's what comes with it. Don't
That's what
give
I'm
me
saying.
that.
It wasn't just music, though. He was fucking with your psyche.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But it's a
rap show.
It's a clash.
But I'm saying
it's a versus.
It literally
like,
says verses.
Bro,
Like,
I am not taking that away
bro,
from
it's hip hop. Like
I am not taking.
rap, like,
I'm
so
not
you
taking
should
that away
know.
from
You
him.
should
But
know
I'm
what
saying
it's-
is that
you should
when,
know.
when you guys saying yo Dipset got washed. Dipset
did,
didn't
though.
get washed
They got
musically.
washed.
Not just musically though. It's just how Jada played the
Musically,
game.
spiritually, physically.
Like,
It's just how Jada played the game,
and the thing
though.
is that everything that Dipset played, yeah, even like regardless of how big it was, the
Jada made it look small.
No,
shit
it's not
talking.
Jada. It's not Jada that
didn't
made it
perform
look
it
small.
well,
They
bro.
didn't perform it well. Like Dipset anthem came on, yeah. This is Jewel's moment. Like man was rapping late. He wasn't jumping in like when it was supposed to. Like you're playing the backing vocals to help you, and you're still not getting it right. Like
I think there was a lot of nerves though. Even Killer
Jadakiss didn't.
He's nervous.
Jadakiss, yeah. Jadakiss, Styles P or Chic Luch didn't change my opinion on how they performed their song.
Facts.
They performed it in a way that it didn't slap and it wasn't connecting.
Yeah.
Because they weren't connecting with their own songs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like so.
They definitely look like they didn't rehearse.
Yeah, they didn't rehearse.
So I saw them
They
niggas
didn't
like
rehearse.
greet each other, yeah, and I'm like, you can tell that there's like there might be love from the past, but at the moment they're not vibing with each other, bro. Like I went somewhere like the other week with Vic.
Yeah.
We see a Donny in there.
Yeah.
That me and him, we don't really fuck with each other like that anymore. Like, but we still greeted each other, but it was in a way where like
You can
You
tell.
couldn't have done the verses with him.
Vic was like, "Bro, what? Yo, you good?"
Well, walk on for my man.
No, of course you can tell.
I said, you're right,
was
yeah.
like,
But
you know what I mean?
personally
But,
feel
like, so you can tell that these man like, but that's not of the fault of the LOX. We've signed the papers. You've had like so much time to prepare for what's going on. Every single round, man was getting whacked up.
And you know, as a fan, yeah, we take it as a disrespect because it's like one side really, really cares,
But-
just for their self, like their own pride, their manhood, and bragging rights at home. They got the key to the city after as well.
Yeah,
we got to remember that.
Yeah.
And then you got the other side where it generally feels like they turn up for a check. They're just the fly guys, and you can't swag your way through everything because at the end of the day, even though the prices are getting mad, black Air Forces will always be black Air Forces. I don't care about your Miris, your Balmains, your Rips.
No,
there's certain staples that have always held us through the winter. Am I right? There's certain things, bro. There's certain things.
Drops the Who Shot Ya freestyle.
I was never expecting to play that, and it slapped.
But let's be honest.
Suck it or not, I thought I would get excited.
It was a good show.
That's what it was. It was very
Dipset did what it did.
For New York.
LOX did what
for the moment. It was a very good show.
LOX won. Dipset. I don't know what's going on. But the aura was lit. I enjoyed the aura.
We've had to bully Gav into saying that they lost.
No, but they lost. I already knew they lost. I'm not saying that, Dipset won. That would be a lie.
Yeah. But you're waving that pink flag, bro. Crazy right now.
They got bullied. That's what I'm saying. Kiss was bullying them.
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on.
Mentally, on stage, everything. As soon as they finished rapping, Kiss be like,
play that clip, bro.
He was just
bullying
bro.
I have to, bro.
So Cameron, like, obviously, he decided that he was gonna hit people with a haymaker.
Yeah.
Welcome to New York City. One of my favorite songs to come out of
Jay-Z
New York.
on there.
Jay-Z on there, obviously, like, huge song.
Yeah.
On one of my favorite Cam albums. I'm thinking,
it's a tough one to follow. How do you respond to that?
But Jadakiss, being the guy that he is, what did he say? Let me play a clip.
I'm glad you did it after you already suffered defeat.
You panicking,
Get the fuck out of here. Shit, Tech.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
New York, the real New York. I'm outside. I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Colorado. Come to my block and see me, my niggas. All of y'all know I be down there. This is Kiss. I'm outside. Always deep out.
I like this.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. What? Yeah, rough riding, deep blocking shit. Nigga, fuck what you know.
Yeah.
When that song came out,
you see,
Hey, when that song, remember, I'm a 50 stans. When that song came out, I was like singing that song through gritted teeth because that was when 50 was mad that people were helping Ja Rule, innit?
50 was going,
bro, and that song slaps, bro.
Slaps.
That song slaps, bro.
Slaps. They all go hard on it as well.
Go hard on it.
Do you know, so your point about like mental
Even
warfare,
Rule.
even though I was pushing back on you, there is something about like narratives in a fight. So what my man did was he's positioned it as like, okay, cool, that's your thing, but this is mine, and this is why I'm more relevant in the town because you are this guy, but I'm here. I didn't leave. I didn't go away. I didn't.
That verse alone, bro. Like
bro.
you played a song, you played your song against my verse,
bro.
and that had more impact. And this is the exact.
If I'm being honest, I knew the LOX was gonna win 100%. But I wanted to see Dipset do Dipset. Like I wanted to see Cam come flamboyant. I wanted to enjoy that Dipset. I like Dipset. For
he wasn't even addressed as fly as I thought you'd be. Fly.
I want Killer to come on some like iconic shit. Like yo, we always remember Killer for that. Like Mike Jack in his glitter socks. I wanted Killer to come with something insane. Meanwhile, you Santana wearing a fucking bandana. You guys can't keep trying to do
no. Because I don't like it. I like getting fresh and I like getting fly in that. But niggas can't drip your way, drip me to death, bro.
Yo,
at the end of the day, substance will always be substance.
Let's Kiss crown himself top 5, dead or alive. You know, Kiss believe in himself. I knew he was gonna whip ass. Period. This is not. This is Kiss.
That's when you lot should say pause. How you were saying pause earlier about whip ass. That's when you should say pause. About you want to pause me. Double X. Big thing.
Women ain't got ass. No.
How you want to be telling me pause? A man is saying they want to whip ass. What's going on in here, man?
Nah, but
wave your pink flag.
I knew Kiss was gonna do the shit. Yo, he said he's top 5 dead or alive. That means
I'm sorry.
He's saying he's better than Big L. Big Pun.
I'm sorry, bro. Like
I knew that.
Nothing hit for me. Nothing hit for me.
What do you mean from Dipset?
Like from Dipset. Ballin' didn't hit for me.
Bro, I wasn't there for Jim.
The bit for me that hit for me from Jim was Burgang Money. And what I found funny was, you see, like when what you were saying was right about he went into the songs that allegedly Max B wrote. Was funny how like they would then go in the front of the stage, Styles and Jada going, "Oh, big up Max B, big up Mel Matrix." So then Jim Jones lost his head. He's like, "Big Billy, Melly Mel Matrix." Shout out to all the big B's because you're you know it is. It's like it's a narrative. You're attacking his street cred, innit? But at the same time, you can still fight in there. If you had a proper game plan, Dipset had enough songs where there was a large section of people that genuinely thought they were going to win because they've got a mad catalogue. What it is about verses is no matter how good you are or how good your catalogue is, if you don't pick it correctly, like when we was discussing about when I did No Signal and I was representing gigs and Alex Bass was representing Nines, I let Alex go first because I wanted to end the clash. but I was having chats with the man about like what songs to pick. No matter how much, if I could have gone in there and picked 4 or 5 bad songs for gigs, and he could have got washed,
bro.
It's your selection. You have to pick songs in the right order. You also got to pay attention to what are my opponent's big hitters and how am I going to respond to them, because certain songs are going to get played. So you know that Jada was going to play the New York, and Cameron's going to play his song with Jay-Z. Really so where am I going to position, man? Or do I concede this round because I know I can win the next 2 with my other haymakers? Sometimes you don't want to waste a haymaker. But it didn't feel like they had anything.
Cameron thought that, all right, cool, man. It's getting to the point where I may have to play this now. And when man are reacting in the moment, and the thing is that like when you're thinking that like, rah, I need to get off the ropes a little bit, yeah. But the rebuttals when you're trying to get out of the ropes, you're getting flung back in there.
You know what's mad as well? If you realise Kiss was pushing for that to happen.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Even around even around where Cameron played Down and Out, yeah.
That was hard. I felt that. Don't tell me you didn't feel that. That was like you felt it.
I was like, it's one of my favorite.
Yo, you felt that.
You are. I was like,
I actually said, yo, Kanye is a fucking genius for that beat.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I felt it.
But they played like All for the Love, like,
bro.
The Rough Riders and
Jadakiss said,
"Get at me, dog."
You niggas came like, just for the money. I knew it was
like
over.
A medley against like the
nigga was picking on them.
You know, Cameron will play something, and these man will play a medley of songs, and it's just whacking man up.
Also, like, to add on to your point, yeah, narrative again. So they were getting on to Jim about his street cred and certain things. Yeah. Them lot didn't like do their research. They started talking about girl songs and when is Sheik gonna do a song. So because everyone tries to pick on like what they feel is like the weakest member, innit? They're acting like Sheik didn't have rhythms, and then what happened? He came out and then was Good Love, and the crowd went mad.
Yeah, Good Love is good, bro.
These, for example,
they weren't ready for war, bro.
With the rebuttal for everything that
every single
LOX was over prepared.
Every single thing, bro. Like,
facts.
They covered all bases.
Yeah. Facts.
So like, even when there was a moment, like, I don't know if you guys watched it live, yeah, but they were like, oh yeah, this is the last round, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it live still.
And the LOX play Wild Out, yeah. And I'm like, yo, this is a strong one.
This is a strong one.
Cam's turn, and he plays Killer Cam, and I'm like, bro,
to close, but it's not
to close. This ain't it, bro.
You can start with Killer Cam.
The place.
I know why he thought that, but you know what it is, if the night hadn't gone how it had gone, that could have been
a hit one.
That's what
I'm saying.
It could have hit.
But hey, you probably see
not
Wild Out
as a closer.
You see Wild Out, yeah. The energy of Wild Out.
Do you know what? For example, if these men had the momentum at that point and they was winning, if you heard that,
Killer
that would sound triumphant like a victory.
I agree with HaicH.
But that's also the delusion of being too cool for school.
It's too low tempo for me.
That's what I'm leaning
just
to.
For me.
Wild Out, yeah.
I'm saying, if someone's winning, they can do something like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But he was losing.
He was losing.
You know what? Even if they were winning, yeah, Wild Out against Killer Cam, bro, it's Wild Out. It's round.
Do you know why, HaicH? Like what Van said, is the energy. So the crowd have just gone from singing that word for word, and the energy's up. Killer Cam's a mellow thing where you just like, you remember that time period and that. And to close...
I get it. But I'm just saying, bro, it's the context of it. Like, bro, you have to really think of it. Like, if you turn that night on its head, yeah, and it was the other way around, bro, D-Block could have played anything at the end. We would have fucked with it. Because of the momentum. And that's why
But I feel like if he's going to play that, he should have started... He could have maybe started with that. If you're trying to do like, okay, because it was clear that... Once it was clear that the LOX were going with Jada's going to kind of quarterback this, or like, you know, like DM, centre mid, like orchestrate everything... Killer orchestrate properly and don't just wait to react when you're getting cooked, because he took him a couple rounds in and realised, oh my god, we're getting cooked, and he jumped off the chair. The thing is, really wanted to get involved.
I think them man had a set list and the other man had a strategy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's just what it meant.
Facts.
Facts. So where these men have their track list, so we're gonna do this, and that. These man are like, we're gonna play this only if these man do this. You see what I'm saying? We're only gonna do this if these man do that. So them man didn't care when they played what song.
And I'm gonna tell you, like,
do it in response.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, one of my favorite moments of that verse is like, well, let's say 15 songs in, Jewels and Dipset decide to play Hamer, which obviously
classic.
I want to hear it. Iconic verse from Jewels. And he just couldn't control the song. He just let it go. And then after his performance, thinking like that he's done it because it was such a big song at the time, he then says, oh, you guys only got songs for the streets. You ain't got songs for the ladies.
You guys don't love the ladies.
Jadakiss
they
was
whoop their ass
for that moment, bro. Because he then followed with...
I can't understand this, bro. I don't say you watch that and see him. Like, that's just like delusions of black.
No, but the thing is,
It's because
it makes sense.
What the LOX
stands for, represents,
and D Block were heavily associated with is the streets.
It's militant shit.
Grimy.
But you
niggas
don't
from
spend
Yonkers.
time with P Diddy,
That's what Killer
bad
said.
boy, and don't get no R&B records.
No, but do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what?
Like, how do you forget that, bruv?
People people forget that
because if you don't think about your opponent, you think about yourself.
For them,
I understand the
Because for them,
casual everyday
themselves,
fan,
yeah, it
not
weren't
a
their
rapper
prominent
from
years.
New York forgetting that
But-
them man had
no.
like Jadakiss has R&B song. If you go to
Yeah,
Spotify
yeah.
top 5 now,
people forget. People
but
forget.
listen though, the
People
funny
forget.
part is the LOX.
Bro,
Even
if these
the
men are
R&B
fit-
song's
Go
a
on.
bit ratchet. I need a ride or die, bitch. It's still hood. It's still ghetto.
yeah, but obviously the random
Dipset
misogyny niggas in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're still kept it the LOX.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? So
listen,
Killer,
yeah.
Jules is thinking that.
Just down from the music thing, yeah, like Ride or Die, yeah, that's a song that's
like DMX
done
kinda.
properly. It's a hit.
Yeah.
Timbaland on the production. You got Eve there, like it's Rough Riders, Bad Boy, like it's a hit, yeah.
Facts.
So you're gonna play that, then they play Honey remix, Mariah Carey. These niggas got Grammys, like we've got Grammys. You lot got grams, we got Grammys.
Grams look like.
Like,
come
then
on,
they
bro.
done.
At that point, it was where I was like,
Bro,
like,
like
they
they were
off.
bro. Do you know what they flexed their versatility in this medley because they went after that. They went to Jenny from the Block, with J-Lo.
Bro, I knew
they
Kiss,
went
I knew LOX
Mary
got
J.
this.
Blige Family Affair remix. You know, and then they went Chic Luch, Hood Love. Do you know what I mean? And then Jadakiss played Knock Yourself Out, and then Jim Jones tried to play Summer with Miami. It's not competing.
After Joel saying they don't have,
No, but
Jadakiss would have went even more ham and done the throwback verse.
if he did that, I would smash the laptop.
He could have done the thing with Tidra Moses. He could have done
Facts.
the thing with Joe.
He's got songs with
bare.
Jaheim.
Yo,
bro,
Kiss.
you have to remember, Jadakiss is my favorite rapper in it.
So I know I'm not talking to someone that doesn't know. You know,
Jadakiss
innit?
is my favorite rapper in it. So in this conversation, I'm just saying that to go into the mind of a man like Juelz, he's thinking these men don't have a Hamer. And you can understand why he's thinking that because
Of
these men
course.
don't
They don't have
even
a hit
remember
record on
their
the
own
charts.
lyrics. Do you understand? Let alone these man's catalogue.
Fam.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I said, don't know their own lyrics.
Like, if you know your own lyrics,
He
you
didn't know
Kiss's
his own
catalogue.
lyrics.
No, I think Dipset saw LOX like this guys don't have hit like charted records. Like Hey Miles #1 New York. Like they thinking about shit that they've done. They will probably never more.
Honey
go on the
is
100. That's Mariah Carey's record.
Yeah, but
they
still,
talk about
they're
shit
a
that
part
they
of
have
it.
from when.
But they're
With
part
Juelz
of
and
it.
them, they're
though.
not thinking about that. They was like, oh shit, they did have that. Trust me, in that moment,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
shit,
Some
moment.
real shit. I don't even remember last time I listened to Juelz rap at home. Or probably like I don't listen to Juelz at all. Like I listen to Styles, Kiss, fucking AZ.
It don't sound like it though. It don't sound like it.
I am
no.
a heavy D Block fan.
I don't feel like it.
But Killer's my nigga. I am not riding for Dipset. I'm riding for Cam because
And
I
this is why you ain't coming like this. You ain't coming like this, riding each other off the cliff. And as Gav and Cam fall off the cliff, we just feel his bare horsepower.
You know what? Because I fuck with Killer's energy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the type of nigga who don't give a fuck. He went against Jay. He went against 50. He doesn't give a fuck. And I respect that.
That's
like,
great.
Look, it doesn't matter. If
We
you
don't
come with
care about
AK and
that.
I got a shotgun, I'm still shooting back.
Yeah,
I
but we don't
respect
care
that.
about that in this battle.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as an artist. Look,
Again,
bro, I
like
knew-
it didn't help him.
And you know why?
because the team wasn't fucking with him.
No.
Bro,
Here's
see
the
how
problem. This is why the thing is even worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the one thing I don't want to do is like let this get this thing misconstrued where people start thinking because of this Dipset aren't still Dipset. They are.
course,
But the problem is when you don't take these things seriously, the wishy-washy fans, the people that maybe don't know too much, if they haven't heard from you in ages and this is their first time seeing you guys together in a long time and you perform like this, they may be less inclined to fuck with you going forward. They may be less inclined to buy tickets to a show and all that stuff. So that's why when you start saying all this stuff about
Juelz is on
like,
Love
just
Island.
come in, someone has a shotgun, someone has this, bro, come war ready. It's not my fault you didn't come war ready.
But Killer was war ready. Don't you think?
He weren't war ready in my opinion.
thought Killer was, though.
He weren't.
He
He weren't.
choked when he tried to do the freestyle. That's why he got booed.
I get that.
So he wasn't war ready.
Because
And
the
like,
whole weight was in him though. I felt Killer carried the whole
it does
Dipset
like
on his
the thing
back.
is that like
That's how I felt.
No, Freaky Zeke carried everything.
bro, I watched. Do you know what?
And I shot that nigga.
Do you know what? I watched that verses and I was like, yeah, I need to start juicing
Bro.
because Cam and them niggas were sweating early on. and they had the backing vocals to help them.
I think Cam held it down though.
But
Jimmy was sloppy for me,
bro. I'm not
Jones'
gonna. Bro, Jimmy Jones fell into the
sloppy.
fucking audience, bro.
Jimmy was mad sloppy for me. Like,
I sent it to H. I didn't see it in the time. See, when you start doing a recap here and you start hearing about all the other stuff. So I see Jim said, "Oh, his ring fell, so he fell after his ring." I said, "Bro, stop chatting shit, bro."
He fell after his ring.
Like he's just talking nonsense, bro. So Cameron almost didn't come out, and I don't see why Fat Joe would lie. I don't know the reason behind that, but it doesn't surprise me with his energy and Cam being Cam.
Yeah,
like,
I don't want to be around you.
I don't even want to really be around these guys, or is it just to check? So when you start doing, listen, them man have got way more money than I do. Like, listen, get your money, especially for coming from an area probably man have had bad contracts and that.
If G-Unit went with Dipset,
they would have got smoked as well. Do you know why?
Dipset would have smoked them because of the
No. Do you know what happened?
I think it would have been a shit show.
No, this way it would have happened. It would have been the exact same thing.
Yeah,
it would have been the exact same thing. Them lot,
get along.
same thing, same issues with regards to. And I'm a 50 stan. The same way H would say like Jada's favourite artist. I'm a 50 stan. Exact same thing would happen. They would have gone in there,
and
followed 50's lead. 50 might have fucked up and played AO technology. It would have been that bad. And I'm a 50 stan. And you know the peakest thing, people saying, oh, it would be good to maybe how would have G Unit fared against the LOX.
No, 50
stan. They would have gone in there. They'll play.
Wangster.
No, they'll play Miss Jackson. And what's the other song that Jada's got for the diss against him? Like it will get peak, bro. It will get peak.
Actually, I was surprised they played New York.
Like what Van said is key. It's a shit show because same thing again. 50 head honcho of the crew. Everyone has got to fall in line. Lloyd Banks don't really want to be around you.
Know,
you and Tony, So when the crew don't really fuck with each other and you're coming to do these monumental, like iconic hip hop things,
you've all embarrassed each other publicly.
Yeah, come on, man.
And you haven't been able to mend your relationship.
You give your opponent ammo.
And I've seen 50 perform.
Horrible.
And he's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear down.
He performed like it's 2002.
I went to the Get Rich
Even
or
with the
Die
dance
Trying.
and that.
You know
That's the only thing.
Yeah, you see him with a towel around his neck. You know,
What's this song? What's
Sean? It's your birthday.
Yeah, so the Get Rich or Die Trying 15-year anniversary, I went to it and it was a disappointment.
Oh,
do you know what I'm saying? Like just in every way. So
some people get so big they get out of touch.
Yeah, I don't.
But you
see
know
that.
what though? 50 Cent may actually carry G-Unit properly than Cam because 50's bulletproof like Jada. They're smooth, but they really.
No, I don't.
They're all mental. 50 Cent he's mental.
He's gonna.
Do you know what? Yeah, there's only bro. Like just because you're a rapper, don't mean that you're a sound man.
Nah, but 50.
You know what I'm saying?
50. But look, 50 is disrespectful. Mentally.
He's not a sound man though.
Well, that's what I'm saying is great, but if you don't perform the songs well, that's what's key, bro.
I feel like Dipset's spirit got taken away from them. They at time Kenny were bare fucking
bro.
Nah. Look. Let's say real shit. Let's say you and I get in the studio and I'm telling you, yo, what the fuck are you wearing? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you wearing on your feet? Now you're thinking, yo, shit, I should have wore that fucking J. Well, what the fuck? You don't even focus on the song.
Let me say something.
1 second. Is that camera down? Is it still good?
I think we're still rolling.
Okay, cool. Just
still rolling it.
Go on, H. You can have the floor.
The craziest thing is, is Kiss has changed the narrative of verses because it wasn't that at all prior. You see what I'm saying? At this, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Y'all niggas see that shit?
I saw it.
What happened?
Chrissy just snapped her neck in half.
For the record, we did not snap her neck. She did it to herself. Yeah, thank you.
But Jada, he's changed the narrative of verses entirely, innit? So even what everyone's holding, what should be done, it wasn't being done prior.
Absolutely.
And there was no complaints, period.
Yeah.
But he's introduced that, made everyone have a self-assessment. Yeah. Obviously, the location and that did change that as well, so you had to take that into account.
But go on.
Yeah, but ultimately, it's now in a place where if anyone wants to do a versus now,
got a lot to live up to.
Everybody knows, all right, cool. That could happen to me, innit? I don't want to get D-blocked. Do you get me? So
you become see, look, narrative, bro. I don't want to get.
You don't want it to happen, innit? But it wasn't even on the card. So when, like you're saying, when Jada was saying whatever he's saying about, because nobody was doing, no one was doing it. Niggas was dancing to their own records.
But you got to realize, with this, there's you got to think about like the era of, the prominence of these two crews, right? At the same time, it was very aggressive. It's like, we're getting on a thing where we're battling each other, and you might have been talking shit on the socials, publicly. Yeah. So it's time for us to kind of put our money where our mouths is and bring the essence to this platform, because the Jadakiss Fabulous, it was a friendly thing.
He did the same thing to Fab.
No,
it was more friendly.
He
bro.
didn't stop all this R&B shit, nigga.
He didn't do-
kept
he was
dissing him with his R&B. Every R&B record his fan played, he talked down
like that.
He didn't talk.
The energy was different.
This is the problem. This is the problem when you're a stan. You can't think objectively because it's not the same. Number one, my man stayed clean, sober. They did 1,000 press ups before. Let me go.
Talking about the mental warfare.
That's the mental warfare.
Yeah.
Man got himself. I know I can go and get inspired, but we can get saucy, get drunk, and vibe.
Yeah.
Because of the moment, 1,000 press ups, 1,000 pull ups.
Yeah.
Sheik Luke benched everything that week leading up to it.
Yeah.
He came in there looking in amazing shape.
Yeah.
Styles P had did like a colonic week prior. Man's juice for 7 days. They're ready for this thing.
Yeah. So
and the street element of disrespect weren't there. There weren't no social media back and forth with him and Fab.
Yes.
They have a relationship like offline properly where you can see they actually fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Like it's there. It weren't the same thing. And the flogging weren't on the same
But
level.
the
And the only same thing.
a lot of verses were
for Kiss.
celebration of music
Yes,
between the two artists. Like we see DMX.
Snoop
was love.
Celebration.
It was a celebration. Do you know what I'm saying?
Kiss,
Like,
This was really a clash.
on this day last year was Ross versus 2 Chainz. So
It was love.
It was more so like we're flexing our catalogs.
Yeah.
But
you know?
go
But
on.
now it's like, wow, we've been talking shit. Like this is New York. This is New York energy.
Styles P said
Madison
to Jim Jones,
Square
I don't care
Garden,
about your
a rap
belts.
show. This is what happens.
I don't care about your
we're
shiny
literally,
I am not.
Who's got more hits in it? Because when you've got someone like the LOX, where a lot of people like have said in the past, like, you know, they wish that they had more commercial success with how good they are.
Yeah.
And then you've got someone like Dipset
Who reached that commercial success.
who did reach commercial success.
Yeah.
So automatically they've put themselves on a pedestal. Obviously the culture's done that as well.
Yeah.
They've got that chip on their shoulder, like these man ain't got records for us. And they're saying it. So the LOX are like, all right, cool, wait.
And you know,
But I think that was just
I'm waiting for
promo,
this.
though.
I'll say one thing, yeah.
But that's
What
how they
else?
generally felt.
Ghostbuster stuff, and I was just for
No,
social
that's how they
media. I
generally
don't
felt.
think it's really.
You don't start
smoke
out
the pack.
rapping. You don't start from the gate rapping with Big L and then come and then perform like that. For me, that like I know you might seem like I'm driving home the point
Yo,
too
this
much,
is-
but you don't start
Bro,
out rapping with
Kiss.
Big L and then come in here and then not performing.
But yo, Kiss
not
is the best
preparing.
artist on that stage, point blank.
No, do you know what I was gonna say? Well, there's one
That's
thing.
even put
There's one
verses
thing.
to the side.
There's one thing you need to take into account. Yeah. Obviously you're an artist as well, so you understand being a performer. There's nothing like doing a stage or an event prior and understanding that place and then going back to it.
Yeah.
Jada, the only one stage had done a verses, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bro, him doing a verses, because remember everyone that's done a verses so far had never done one before.
Yeah.
So every time that they do it, it's all fresh to them. So they're trying to navigate it.
Of course,
This
yeah.
is his second verses, so he has an understanding
Of how it works.
that nobody else has. And he can now go, all right, cool. Last time where I went wrong was this, where I won was this.
Absolutely.
So he had an opportunity to evaluate and have a better versus performance for himself.
So
Do you see what I'm saying?
But for me, Jadakiss was always gonna lay a foundation, and he was entering a new arena like everyone else for the first time, because the
That's a
previous
yes or no.
verses wasn't that. It
No,
was just
no,
in the
Two
studio.
things can be true.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
what Vans is saying, this is a new setting, so it is new to Jada, but Jada has done a versus prior. So what
more
HaicH is saying is
experience.
also.
Yeah,
but what I don't like
so
is
I'm saying
I
that
hear
he made that
Gav in the
foundation.
background saying yes. It doesn't mean that then it's like something you can use as a mark to help Dipset. Oh, my man had more. No.
Look,
you
I'm not
still
taking-
need to be war ready.
I'm not
No,
taking
I'm not
away.
taking-
There will
I'm
be
just- I'm
times
just
you
highlighting-
go up
look.
against a man might have a bit more experience than you. You might go into a fight, a man's got longer range reach than you in regards to fighting
Look,
boxing.
I'm
Then you're
not-
gonna have to right now. You have to deal with what you have to deal with in front of you,
Yo,
and it's not my fault.
All you
can
have,
deal with
yeah,
it.
like, listen, yeah, you come into a versus, all you have is your music. You
Yeah.
need to know how to control your music, or you need to know how to work your music to your advantage.
True.
You should study your opponent's
Listen,
catalog.
like HaicH
so you
said.
should know, like, they studied Dipset's catalog and
That's
was
what I'm
like,
saying.
"Rah, yeah,
They-
we got a song for that. Yep, we got a song for that. Yep, we got a song for that. We're killing these niggas."
Yes.
Jadakiss said we're crushing
The LOX. He said we are cheating. Listen, but
Bro,
look, the
people
LOX.
thought money, power, respect will come early.
Look, the LOX came with a
People
strategy.
thought money, power, respect will come early towards the end. People are still searching for we gonna make it.
Bro,
Like Styles P had his moment, good times. Like
I get high.
High was very
He didn't even
spiritual.
play
Get niggas
BMF.
out of here.
I get how it's very spiritual.
HaicH, he did not play BMF.
He played his verse on Locked Up, with Akon. He didn't even have to draw for the BMF verse.
He didn't play BMF, bro.
You can keep that in the top.
For safety reasons,
Do you
bro.
know what it is? Also, for safety reasons, but also, HaicH, imagine I'm saying that, like, HaicH, imagine I'm saying that, and from my perspective, is that they washed them and we're talking about songs they didn't play. Imagine they played those songs.
No, that's what I'm. That's what I'm
the
saying.
same with Dipset. We can talk about so many songs.
I just want to once again reiterate the point that I want to reiterate the point that Jada, being someone that had been on the Versus stage before, brother, I promise you,
he knows
doing anything before as an artist, yeah, and going back to it again with people that haven't, it is a complete different playing field. I don't care what happened to Dipset. I'm just highlighting it just to put yourself into the mental space of someone like that.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
It's a different feeling. Like I've done it before.
Come ready,
Gavi's done it before.
But
do you know what I mean?
Again,
it's like
with what Foles said, like look, man can come on the field like head to head with someone that I've looked up to, but I still have to perform. Look. I remember when Fabregas played like Juventus when Vieira first went over there, and he sunned Vieira, bro.
You know what?
17-year-old.
Sometimes you gotta step up.
Step up.
Yo, if we should go back to Fab and Jadakiss versus, I wish you could play it. He did the same shit to Fab. A point came, Fab kept going back for bare time and not coming back. He felt uncomfortable.
It was more
Jada
so,
was bullying that nigga.
It was more so.
He kept saying, yo, stop playing this weak shit. I'm here for the streets. Anytime he played, especially when he played Throw in the Bag, Jada goes, we don't throw shit in the bag. It's like, that's Jada. Bro, you shit on your shit.
Keep going back to Jada and Fab. Look, and I'm going to keep saying to you that I don't agree. So
that's just how he roll. I'm not saying it's wrong for doing that.
At the end of the day, you need to differentiate the energy in that.
The energy was way different,
yes,
bro.
But the tactics
and
were really the same.
For the most part, he was drunk. He was waved. He was having a good time, and he wanted to stick to his.
He
strategy.
became a meme off that when he's like
but
this.
The thing is,
I get that.
And he also
he did it again. He did it twice.
He wanted to stick to his strategy.
He's the spirit bomb.
He was like, he knew that Fab was going to play all of them songs again. Knowing your opponent's stuff.
Yeah.
He's a
I'm going to play
bro.
my shit, and I'm going to get waved. We're going to have fun. This is someone that we've just done a joint album together, like with. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to be disrespectful. He's just going to be like, I'm going to play my shit. You're going to play your shit. And people gravitate
Dipset and LOX are still love, though. You act like they're beefing. It was still
I didn't say they were beefing.
The strategy remains the same.
Jadakiss was crushing these niggas.
Yes, with the same strategy he crushed Fab with.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Jadakiss is flipping niggas hats off, taking bandanas off.
The bandana was iconic, innit? So I don't want to
like, rah, you didn't even know how to rap yet.
Cam was kicking Styles P. It was disrespectful.
Ultimately,
and Styles was grabbing Cam's leg.
Easy.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And
Jadakiss was the best rapper on stage.
One more thing I'll say, one more thing I'll say is that I think that they took this into account, and I think that especially every member of D Block would have taken this into account, is that they've never had this many eyes on them at any point in their career. Do you understand? At any point.
Yeah.
No,
so
100%.
this is their biggest stage. So for them, it's like, this is now when we show people why we are who we are.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
And
at least if I was them, I would have thought like
done
that.
the same.
Do you get me?
And the thing is that like sometimes when you are an avid hip hop listener, especially of that era, there's a little bit of snobbery that comes with you in it, because like you start seeing takes from like
younger generation,
well versed, even like the people within our generation, but just wasn't listening at the time. But obviously because it's popularized now, they're having like all these takes and opinions, and it's like, it's jarring. But at the same time, I'm happy to see that the true essence of what I really loved is being discussed in this way.
And you know what's very interesting as well, if you think about it, the fact that people would have went this entire career of D Block, Dipset and everybody, and thought that D Block never once got their chance to shine or got their moment, but ultimately they got the biggest moment that they possibly could get.
For real.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's mental.
I am happy for them.
And it's huge promotion for the tour.
They're going on tour with State Property, innit?
Yeah, the Dipset, the LOX, State Property, like they're all going on tour.
Yeah. And you know what I want to say
hopefully, as well? Like we want to see it.
I want to say best stuff.
Yeah. Well, what we like time as well, because I'm conscious, because I know we've got to discuss your thing as well.
Yeah,
and
I'll make something work.
Yeah, thank you.
But another thing is that I think it's a beautiful message as well. It's to understand that you can never count somebody out, because do you see what I'm saying? Because I think commercially D Block will looked at or counted that at a point for what they have done.
When they left Bad Boy, they had to go to the streets.
Do you see what I'm saying? And everyone's like, I wish these men had ever reached As life has it, it's put them into this position, and now they had the most talked about moment on the planet for however long. Do you see what I'm saying? Like Jadakiss is being looked at as,
people are still watching it now. I think it hit 2 million views across.
I watched it like 3 times, bro.
Do you see what I'm saying? And
it was enjoyable, man. Like throughout, it was captivating for me. Anyway,
I think it's a beautiful thing to see that your moment may not come when you think it's supposed to.
Oh man, that's
but
good.
it can come.
Amen.
Do you understand?
But you know what I don't want to do though, even though I'm